What's going on, you guys? Paul here with Paul's Performance, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we have a very familiar black Jetta here today. It is Samuel's Jetta, and it has an issue. It will not start. Turn the key, it does absolutely nothing. The lights come on the dash. There's no turnover at all. So we're gonna get under the hood of this car, and we are going to see if we can figure out why this is happening, and hopefully be able to fix it today. Hopefully it's gonna be something simple. We're gonna find out. So let's go get under the hood and let's get started.
All right, guys, I know you've been wondering, where's my Paul's Performance merch at? Well, wonder no further, because it's right here. Or it might be right here. It's definitely down there. If you guys wanna go check that out, we have hoodies, shirts, hats, and we're probably gonna have some stickers here soon. Pick any of that stuff up. It'd be really cool to support the channel so we can make some more videos for you guys. If not, if you don't wanna be cool, that's also fine too, to not be cool. You get what I'm saying. So please go check that out, guys.
Alrighty, guys, so obviously whenever you get a no-start on a vehicle, you're gonna kind of go over your basic steps. First thing that we tried was obviously with the battery. So he just so happened to stop running at a parts store. They were able to come out and do a check of his battery, which they said was fine. They didn't really check anything else. That's all they're pretty capable of. Once the car got here, I did hook my jump pack straight to the battery cables. Still didn't do anything with that, so I knew it had proper power. I even grounded the jump pack to the block just to rule out if it was a bad ground cable, because I have had some bad ground cables on these older Jettas, so I wanted to rule that out, and still didn't do anything. So we're gonna move past the battery, and what I'm gonna do is the starter's down here on the top side of this transmission, so I need to get to that starter because I'm gonna put power directly to it and just see if the car turns over, so that we can kind of rule out the wiring from the key switch and all that stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the battery box and all this removed so that I can access the top side of the transmission and get to that starter. We got our battery box removed, that way we could have easy access to our starter. It's right here on top of the transmission. We have the car in neutral. This is a manual, so we have it in neutral here. And what I've done is I have my jump pack here. I already know what you're gonna say. This jump pack not gonna turn this car over. It don't have enough power. Trust me, it does. The technology from these jump packs have come a long way, so this thing will turn it over no problem. But anyways, I have my positive lead from the jump pack ran straight to the starter lug, the one that comes straight from the battery. Then my negative lead I have ran straight to the transmission, so it's grounding the transmission and the motor directly. So this rules out all of my cable, battery cable wiring, and everything going to the battery. We're straight to the starter. And then I have my little bump starter here. One lead is going to the exciter connector on the starter, so that's gonna engage our starter solenoid. And then obviously the other end is gonna be hooked straight to the power side of our jump pack here. That way when I hit the button, it'll apply power to that solenoid and the car should turn over. If the car does not turn over, we probably are gonna have a starter issue and we're gonna need to get that starter swapped out. Let's see what happens. Turn this starter on, apply my output since there's no battery. Yeah, that don't sound too good. All right, so that does not sound too good. It sounds like it's barely turning, so we either have an engine problem, which I hope we don't, or the starter is just burned up and can't turn it over fast. Anyways, we're gonna get this starter removed. I may try turning it over once it's removed just to see if it turns over any faster. And then I have a starter that come out of my TDI Jetta that I use for my TDI swap, and we'll throw that one in there and see if we get the car back on the roads. I'm gonna get this starter off right quick, and we'll test it outside the car just to see if it turns over any faster. I hope it doesn't. We'll see about throwing that other starter in. This is the starter that come off of it. That one over there is the one that come out of my car. That is a good one that I've just been holding on to. I'm gonna show you what I did in the car. I'm also gonna do it here just to see if it acts any different. I'm pretty sure this starter's cooked. When I picked it up, I could smell just this electrical burnt. Same thing you smell from any other motor that gets burnt out. So I'm pretty certain this is gonna be our problem, but I'm gonna show you guys while I have it out exactly what I did for testing in the car. Same way for kind of just about any other starter. So your positive lead will need to go onto your solenoid here. You don't want to put it on this side. You want to put it on the solenoid side that's going to come from the battery cable. This right here is my bump starter. It just makes continuity when I hit the button. We're gonna put that on our exciter. This is what the key switch, when you turn the key switch, it's gonna give power to it. And then I'm gonna get power from my supply, which is gonna be my jump pack. So I'm just gonna hook that there. And then our ground, we're just gonna ground the starter. At this point, you could ground the block, the engine block, transmission, wherever you can find a good ground source. And then you're gonna apply your power. So I'm gonna turn my box on, and then I'm gonna override it, because this one I have to override. And then we're gonna hit power. So as you can see, that turns over super slow. I mean, that is super slow. All right, so now we're gonna hook up to the known good start. It come out of my car, and I'm gonna show you the difference in speed. As you can see, it jumps right off the table there. So this is what that should be doing. So I think there's our problem. This starter is burnt out. We're gonna throw this one in here and see if we can get it fixed. As you can see, we found our issue being the starter. We have the good starter installed. We have our burnt out starter here. We're gonna recycle that. Now we're gonna go into the car and we're gonna see if she's fixed. If not, we're gonna have to recycle the car too. Yeah, too low. Alrighty guys, so we got the car fixed, which is great. It ended up just being a simple little starter. Like I said, sometimes you get lucky and you have these simple little, repairs. Not too hard to diagnose a starter either. I hope that this may help some of you guys out that may have an ALH with a no start, or even a starter issue on your vehicle, because starters are all very, very similar as far as testing goes. So you can do that, in the car, outside the car, to kind of rule out your wiring and your cable and your power supply, all the stuff that I did in this video. And I already know there's going to be comments in this video that, Paul, you didn't show every single step of the process. You didn't show your walk to the toolbox. You didn't show pulling the drawers out. How am I going to figure those things out on my own? I understand that this is not posted as a how-to video. This is just a no start on a car that I have, and this is my thought process. And truth be told, everything that's done in this video is fairly simple stuff for someone who is mechanically inclined. If you're not, then there's no problem with that. As far as removing the starter and stuff, there should be plenty of videos on how to remove the starter and get access to the starter on this vehicle. If you can't find a good one, then leave me a comment and maybe I'll make one. There should be a lot of information on how to do this, and it's pretty simple to remove the battery box and get to the starter on this car. If you have any questions about any of that, leave a comment. I'll try to help you out. I didn't want this to be a super long video. So we got the car running, success. Hopefully it'll stay running for a while. Anyways, I appreciate all you guys out there watching. Please like and subscribe, and see you guys next time.